What's going on, Smithies? It is Patrick here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of the Ultimate Zombie Map Challenge. We have Call of the Dead versus Nuketown Zombies. Just a quick note, if you don't understand how the judging system works, you can check that out, link down in the description. But apart from that, let's get into today's video. The first thing that we're going to look at is what map is more fun to set up on. Nuketown sucks, okay? Just straight up, Nuketown does a terrible job with this. It can literally take multiple games just to set up because it can take so long for you to get jugged that you'll die before you get it. They did a terrible job with this. Not impressed. Call of the Dead, on the other hand, is, it's a great map. It's fun to set up. Just, it's above average. It's nothing extremely special, but it is really, really fun. So we got to give all 8 points to Call of the Dead. It's just no comparison. I can't believe that they would do this to a map. It's just stupid, awful, and that they would do that with Nuketown, and Call of the Dead gets all 8 points. Next up is what map is more fun after you have everything. Do you want to keep going on to get that high round? Really, this is pretty even. That really, neither map is exceptionally good, but they're both, pretty good. Nothing wrong with them. The only difference I'd say is that Call of the Dead does have a little bit of an edge because of George. He keeps things a little interesting, a little bit that challenge. And the other thing is it's just a bigger map, so it keeps you a little more entertained. So we're gonna go 4 points to Call of the Dead, two to Nuketown. It's close, but I do think that Call of the Dead definitely deserves the win here. All right, so from here, we're going to look at what map is closer to, that perfect level of not too hard and not too easy. Nuketown does a fine job with this, not counting the whole sometimes you can't get jug. It really is definitely an above average level difficulty map. It's not easy, but, Call of the Dead, on the other hand, is really spot on. I think that this is one of the best maps for difficulty. It's just so balanced, good players enjoy it, bad players enjoy it. It's just really, really well done. But, on the same hand, Nuketown doesn't do a bad job. So we're going to go 4 to Call of the Dead and 2 to Nuketown. Next up, we're going to be moving away from gameplay aspects and looking at the innovativeness of the maps. Nuketown brought in Double Tap 2.0. Now, it was both Nuketown and Transit that brought it in, but, they did bring that in, kind of co-developers, I guess you could say, I don't know, co-creators. And whereas Call of the Dead had Deadshot, so this one's kind of hard to call. Deadshot's a lot of great perk, but at the same time, Nuketown didn't really totally create, Double Tap 2.0. I think this one's hard to call, but I'm going to go 2-2 split right down the middle. So taking a look at the guns, Call of the Dead had the Scavenger and the Shark Gun, but neither of these were exceptional weapons. They were cool, but they weren't Thunder Gun cool. They weren't that amazing. Whereas Nuketown didn't really have anything, so we are going to have to go 4 points to Call of the Dead just because, like I said, Nuketown didn't have anything. As for bosses or, new enemies, the only thing that was new was George for both of the maps, or not both the maps, but for Call of the Dead. So again, that's going to have to go 4 straight to Call of the Dead just because Nuketown doesn't have anything. The last thing that we're going to look at for innovativeness is just, an overall take on the map. Nuketown really isn't that unique. The only thing that they have is the whole dropping perk system, which was kind of a detriment to the map, really. But really, that's the only thing unique and innovative about this map, I find. Whereas Call of the Dead had, George, they had the differentiating pack-a-punch spots. They had 2 unique ways you could go. It wasn't just this giant loop that either way you take will get you to the same spot. They were both unique. Really, really cool. I love that about it. But they had fog. If there was no fog, we'd go 7-1 to Call of the Dead, but because of the fog, we're going to go 6-2. It takes away from the map. All right, we're going to take a quick look at storyline. Now, Nuketown doesn't really have a definitive storyline, whereas Call of the Dead does, and it's actually really, really cool. So this is an obvious one. 5 points all the way to Call of the Dead, and again, none for Nuketown. All right, guys, that is it. The last thing that we have, though, is the all or nothing bonus round. And this one is obviously, it's just a blowout. I mean, it goes to Call of the Dead, straight up. Nuketown was a great map. I really did like it. But for its time, there's just not enough going on with it. It just can't compete as an afterthought map in this whole Ultimate Zombies challenge. So it goes to Call of the Dead for the bonus 5 points. And that is it, guys. We are at 9 for Nuketown, 41 for Call of the Dead. Oh my god, it's such a blowout. But down in the comment section below, please let me know what map you like more. We will take that all into consideration, see what map will go on. I think we all know which one it's going to be. But apart from that, have a wonderful day. If you like the series, as always, like it and all that good stuff. And don't drop the dun-dun-dun. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.